afternoon. I'm Marilena Tarantino from POLI.design, and today I will be moderating the presentation of the Specializing Master in Sensorial Surface Design. Please feel free to use the chat box to submit any questions you have, which we will address in the second part of the session. Now, let me introduce the speakers, Mario Bisson and Ingrid Calvo-Ivanovic. I leave the floor to the professors.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we are very happy to introduce you to our master plan. This is the Master in Sensorial Surface Design. It's a master that works on topics related to color, material, and finishing for interiors and furniture. It focuses actually in most of the perceptual and technical aspects of the surfaces and trying to understand through research, experimentation, anticipation of the aesthetic and the trends, the different interactions that the functional and sensory qualities of the surfaces have in the furniture and interiors field. So in our master, what we do is we try to cover aspects related to theoretical, technical, and practical knowledge linked to color, material, and finishing, so CMF design as an integrated approach, in a way that we can understand how these intangible aspects affect the sensorial experience and the perception of value of product and interiors. So the goals in our master actually are related to developing skills for designing the perceptual and technical aspects of the surfaces, developing also design skills and the management of sensory and emotional implications for furniture and interior design products. All of this is related to defining CMF and design approach and then therefore developing skills also in that specific application area. And we do that also trying to analyze the current trends and the transformations in the market, in the fields and the sectors to respond to the new design needs of production. I'm going to tell you a bit about our structure. I'm going to go deeper also in this in the following slides, but for you to know that we have very different methodologies in our master, so it's very dynamic in their training approach. So we have first some lectures, introductory and specialized lectures that are made by faculty professors of Politecnico di Milano, but also from professional and sector experts coming from different fields. This also goes together with the different experiences these professionals have and also from the insights that we can get from different company partners that we have in our master and professionals. That is the more, let's say, theoretical lecture part, but we also have a lot of different practical activities and workshops. And then we have also an entire module that I'm going to tell you more about it in a few slides, and this module is about project work. We work in different teams where students develop projects that are related to real-world brief coming from different companies, real companies, professionals, and sector experts. After all this structure, we have the possibility, students will have the possibility to go to the field to work in companies or with professionals in studios through the internship part, which is 400-hour internship that can be developed on site in a specific place or company, or can also be related to a professional development of the professional project. So this is our timeline for you to understand how our program will be developed during the year. So starting from October, we will have the lectures or theoretical basis, which are going to go from October until March. Then since March, we will start, and between March and June, we will have start with the practice part of our program. So we have the project works module, and we also have some very practical workshops there. So here we are talking about from the theoretical basis and the practice, we are about 8 modules in total. Then After that part of the master, we will have from June to December an internship stage of our program. So there is where our students usually go to practice in the real world with the real professional and real companies. And after December, we have a long period, a very flexible period for students to develop their final exam, so to develop their presentation to the master boards, showing what their achievements and their learning has been during this year. So going deeper into our training modules, as you can see here, we have a first basic module, which is to provide a common ground for our students. So there you will find some contents related to design culture, color design, material design, and all of them are going to be joined together in an integrative approach about CMF design. Then we will have other two lectures modules. One is about trend research and forecasting, where we are going to see which is the state of the art of our markets and the development of our discipline. And then we will have also some modules related to business strategy, planning, design-driven innovation, and also some communication skills, so public speaking and storytelling. And then module 3 will be about the experience and strategic design, so how to understand the relationship of our services and the products with the user. So here we are going to see some things related to user experience and strategic design. After these 3 modules, we are going to go for more practical modules that are going to start with the surface design module, actually, where we are going to see some technical and aesthetic qualities of the surfaces, and we are going to have a workshop with practical activities. Going further, we have other 2 practical modules. One is the sensorial and emotional design module, where we are going to see the emotional aspects of the surfaces, and we will finish that module with a workshop. And then we have furniture design, where we are going to be working in the soft redesign, this concept of soft redesign, and also a workshop activity. After all of these 6 modules, we pass to the 7th module, which is about project works. What we are going to be doing there for about a month is to develop 3 different real-world projects, starting from real company briefs. One of them is going to be about surface design. So students, we will be working together in a project work for about 1 week, developing a solution for a real company coming from the surface world. And the same is going to happen with the second, about furniture design and surfaces and interior design, for the 3rd project work. During our master program, we also have some empowerment activities that are related to helping you to create your portfolio, a specific portfolio for this field. And also we have some career coaching lab. So what you are seeing now is going to be some of the exercises or results that we have had so far with our students in the different master editions. So what you are seeing here actually is a project from one student from the 1st edition in the module related to material design, so one of the lecture modules of the beginning of our program. And as you can see here, there is exploration of concepts in relationship with textures and with mood boards for the creation of a concept product. So this is a research and analysis process related to material and how we can tackle some challenges in our world today in relation to that, and then arriving to a final result. Also, we have the module of mood board design. As you are seeing here, these are also student works for the second edition of our master, so last year. And we have this module related to mood board design, where our students are starting from a concept, understanding the different methodologies of how to create mood boards for design and the design of surfaces. And this particular project that you are seeing is when we, after developing these mood boards, we take our students to photo lab in Politecnico di Milano in our school, and they have the possibility not only of composing the mood boards, but also for taking photographs that can be of help for them, also to put them in their portfolio, but also to understand how to communicate mood board, not only how to create them. This is one of the exercises students like the most. We have another example of that. This is other work about mood board design, also in the photographic lab. As you can see, there is exploration not only of surfaces, but we are also working very, very strongly in the conceptual part, so how we can create new meanings and new perceptions of value on what we do in this field. Here it was a work of our student of last year working for the mixing of digital and physical narratives. So the students are very free also. We are very flexible to let them explore the different interests that they have in the different exercises or works that we do. Another very important part of this master is that we have direct contact with companies, and most of them, our company partners, are coming to the master, so they can provide students with samples and with their high technologies in relation to materials. So we have this contact also with the students, with companies directly exploring the state of the art of what the companies are producing, actually, and looking for the next 5 years of these different sectors. Here you can see a project related to the project work module. Here is, as I said before, we work with companies directly with a brief coming from the companies. This is actually a work we did with Federlegno Arredo, which is from the part of the Assopanelli collaboration, and the different companies of Assopanelli are participating in the different editions of our master. So we have the possibility to get to know very different ways of working with laminates or with wood veneer in relation to the different techniques and technologies that these companies may have. So students work with them, and they have the possibility also at the end of the project work of presenting these results to the companies. So at the end of our master program, the figure that is graduated from this master usually is a specialized trained figure that can work in the furniture or interior design fields in terms related to CMF design, color design, material design, and surface design. Why to choose this master? Because there are very interesting things about it. In a way, we have created this master that is training people for a professional figure that is emerging. So it's very innovative in that sense, because it gathers the perceptual, sensorial, and emotional aspects of design, which is actually a very innovative approach. Also because we have this mix of methodologies, training lecturers, experience, and technical studies, practical and theoretical activities. You can get also in touch with the Italian culture of design and getting to know the different leading companies in the field. And you will also get the possibility to get direct contact with the people coming from, and professionals coming from those companies. Our partners are several. We have the main partner as Federlegno Arredo, and other laminates and surfaces companies that are, as you can see here, Avet Laminati, Alpi, Clef, Fantoni, Saviola, Interprint, Saif, Chat Decor, Tabu, and others. So you can get to see also how the Italian design market works.
Thank you. I'll take the floor again to provide more details about the application process for the next edition of the Sensorial Surface Design, which will begin in October 2025. On the Specializing Master webpage on the POLI.design website, you will find the full list of required materials for the selection phase. By clicking on the Apply button, you will be able to create your personal account and upload the necessary files. The application will then be completed on the Politecnico di Milano website by uploading the documents related to your academic qualification. If you need assistance during this phase, you can book a call by scanning the QR code. There are two main steps to follow. The first one is the selection step, which must be completed no later than 60 days before the course starting date. And the second step, that is the enrollment step, to be completed within 45 days. Please note that applications are processed in chronological order and spots are limited, so don't wait for the last minute for the applications. Additionally, by uploading your documents, you will already be eligible to attend the next round of interviews that are scheduled on May 27 and May 29. You can find in this slide the fee course, and along with our promotional policy design specifically for this program, an initiative to support the design potential of those who choose Poly.design. In particular, I'd like to highlight the Open Day promo that is valid for applications received by May 30. Now we can move on to the Q&A session, and I will read out the questions that we received. The first one is, how is this course associated with space as an important element, or does it only associate to furniture product?
I will say that it's very difficult to separate interiors, which is actually one of the applications of the master separated from the concept of space, right? So we have this application is actually more focused in the furniture sector, but also in the surfaces of the interior sector. So it's not only surfaces like an abstract concept, but it is very much applied to the design of the interior, and therefore to the design of working with light, working with the different aspects of the finishing, which is actually very related to the spatial approach. So it's absolutely, let's say, interior surfaces and furniture all together in the environmental design concept. So everything that is all around you.
I have another question. How extensive is this course?
Extensive and
I think in how his class is structured.
Okay, so we have lessons twice a week. So the amount of dedication for most of all for the first part, the lectures part, and the workshop part. So let's say around from October to March, we will have a dedication time during the week that is 2 days. It may be flexible in a way that we don't know yet which days are going to be. We are still working on that, but we also may have some weeks in which we will need a bit more dedication. So for the project work, for instance, in the module of the project work, we usually work the entire week. So it's flexible, but I will say that the half of the master is about 2 to 3 days dedication during the week.
Okay, another question. Are there specific skills a candidate should have to pass the selection?
Let's say that the master is intended for people coming from design, a bachelor degree, or that may have another master degree related to design and engineering or in architecture. So this is, let's say, like the ideal candidate for us. But we are really open to also consider it and evaluate people coming from other areas that can be surrounding that. So maybe from more the humanities field or the artistic field, or maybe more related to engineering in another way. So it's not totally close to from receiving those kinds of applications. We can evaluate them, but there is a design profile or creative profile which is the ideal candidate. Yeah.
Thank you. Are some visits scheduled, for example, for the design week?
Yes, we usually, during the year, we have at least 1 or 2 visits to companies. This is apart from the design week. During the design week, actually, we try to take advantage of the design week and all the creativity that is around us during that week in Milan. It's not by chance that we are conducting this program from Milan. So what we do during the design week, actually, we use the week also to motivate our students to go and do some specific observation assignments to see where we know that there is all the trend world is happening there. So we take advantage of that. We have done this all the last previous years. So we take advantage of it, and we provide the space for our students to go and see the week and to enrich their experience also for the master.
Could you clarify a bit more the collaboration with companies? Are they involved in the master activities?
Yes, we have different ways of involving the companies during the year of the master. Some of them are coming to create empowerment, so they are coming to our classroom, sharing what they do. They bring samples, they bring materials, and they bring their experiences. And students have the possibility to have direct contact with them and ask questions, have explanations, and so on. That is one way. Then we also have the visits, as I was saying before. So we go to several companies to see what they do and to understand from the field how they are developing the materials, the surfaces, and so on. And then in the last part, in the project work, what we have is the company coming here, giving us a brief, and the students have different moments of presentation and exchange with the company. So they are very actively engaged in our master.
Thank you. At the moment, we don't have any other questions, so I would like to thank you, the faculty, for being here for this presentation, and stay connected for the next presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.